Welcome to Free Beer Friday, powered in part by Classic of Denton.
I don't hear me either. My goodness. But we're live.
Hey.
Hey guys, sorry you caught me in mid-drink.
Hello.
Oh,
How are
there we
you? Is better?
Yeah, I had to drink that. I had to totally drink that.
I can hear you.
Okay, so we were talking about manly bearded car wash.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's one
a
thing
new
that's
thing.
going to happen. And follow back on Free Beer Friday to learn more about that when spring comes. And maybe Matt and I are going to be shirtless
We
in
might
Speedos.
be washing cars.
It could be
With their beards.
super sexy.
I actually used to have a job here washing cars and didn't.
Oh, wow.
You're
What?
gonna be really good.
Yeah, there was like a shuttle service that took people from it was like pre-Uber and but yeah, they would take. I kept my clothes on. I mostly drove through the car wash. No, I had to hand wash them, but they were like limousine.
You didn't use your beard.
Oh, that's so fancy. All right,
Fancy.
so that is one option,
Yeah.
right? The other option is bearded men in the beer world, shirtless in Speedos, rubbing their beards and tummy hairs on your car.
It'll really clean your car.
Yeah, they're
It's like
very
microfiber.
bristly.
Yeah.
It's
beard
Steel
fibers.
wool.
Yeah.
Although I feel like I'm going to be diseased when I walk away from this car wash. There's going to be so much road oil and stuff.
Grime.
We wouldn't think about the other way
Beard
around,
out
the
your
car
tummy
would be
hairs.
diseased by your hair.
What? We are clean.
just
We're clean men.
We do shower.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys
I-
have beards.
I don't know.
Come
We
on.
don't shower.
I mean, I don't know. You might catch some yeast in that beard
Yeah.
because you brew.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit. We may influence our beers a little bit by beard yeast.
By what? Well, Rogue did it. Come on. All right. So, guys, if you're just now catching up, we've got Celestial
We do.
in house with us. Wave at everybody. Say.
She said
your-
This is
beer.
Molly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
She's
Matt.
beautiful.
You can introduce
Yeah.
yourself.
So Molly Reynolds, Matt Reynolds, Celestial
Matt may know
Beerworks.
Oh,
may
and there's
know
loud
these
thunder
people.
outside right now,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
It's the tornado.
Who are you?
I'm
Who is this
Jennifer
person?
the Bearded Lady, but bearded. Like
Oh,
B-E-R-D-E-D. You like that beard. And who are you? Are you
Hey.
the bearded?
I'm the bearded mug, but bearded. Yes. Hey,
Yes.
as always, your host, Ben Easley from the Bearded Mug.
Yeah.
Yes. And we came out here to do a show for Wasselfest, and now we're getting rained out.
Yeah. Fossil Fest, I think, is over.
This normal Wasserfest.
I know. The
think it ended.
Wasselfest is... Oh, there's the rain.
We
Ah.
killed it.
There
Yeah,
it is.
it's coming down.
Guys, if you weren't out here
Nine.
tonight, this was
9 Wasselfest.
absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Packed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
1,500
were-
people were? Or 1,000?
Ooh, I haven't heard the numbers yet.
I heard something out there.
It's multiple
was,
times, year over year, it's
so many
20,
people.
30,000 people.
Yeah, it was 15,000.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Lots of
There's
people.
thousands.
Thousands. The tens of thousands of people.
What are we
I
drinking?
don't know. You know what? Nobody's
Oh.
going to check the numbers.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm thinking there were 300,000 people out here today.
400.
400,000
There's
people
two. I'm just kidding.
were... I don't know. The Welcome Center still looks busy and crazy.
It does.
So
Looks
if you
great.
want to brave the storms and come join us,
Yeah.
Denton PD does not suggest that.
No.
Yeah.
Apparently, as they were driving down the closed
really coming down now.
roadways.
But we have quite
Oh,
a
is it
few
getting
beers for
worse?
you if you're in the area.
I know.
know.
We're going
Sneak
to
away.
walk
There's more
back,
beer.
maybe?
And there's more beer back at the Bearded Mug.
Yep. We
What-
have way more
wait.
beer.
What did we tap? Kepler and One Giant
Kepler,
Leap.
one giant leap.
Yes.
Kepler, yep. Kepler is one of the first IPAs we brewed. This is the second iteration of that brew, so learned some things with the first batch, and I think this batch is tasting fresh. So,
Dude, it was solid.
and then the other beer is One Giant Leap. So it's our double IPA. Yeah,
We
it's,
had that on the Brew Bus tour.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the
from
way to
on the
dinner. It was
Dallas Brew Bus.
delicious.
For North
yeah.
Texas
For North
Beer
Texas
Week.
Beer Week.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
so good. Y'all did an amazing job.
That was fun. We filled a bunch of crowlers and shipped them on the bus.
It was
Hopefully, everyone had a good time.
Yeah.
Everybody
Very
had.
Hopefully they
good
all
time
got
with One
consumed.
Giant.
Thank you so much
Yes,
for that.
It was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Because
it was fun.
that drive from Dot's Hop House, thank you, John Williams, up to the square was wonderful because we were drinking the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
It was great.
It was just magical.
Good. Good. It's quite the drive too. You know, you can really probably go through a few beers, at least.
Yeah.
We did go through a few
A
beers.
couple. Maybe more than a couple. Maybe like
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, maybe 6. I don't know.
Whoa.
Somewhere around there.
It was a good journey.
It
was a
was.
solid journey. Well, we're drinking from our little Discovered It in mugs tonight. That's right.
It's so cute.
Yes.
Here, you can see
You
his
can't
the
really
best.
see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Through
there
the
you
ad
go.
right now.
The stout
Yeah.
doesn't help.
Yeah, we'll get some better colored beer. Look how beautiful! And look at that beautiful lady behind it. So, by the way, I am so happy that like your owner. I know you're like half owner, but like she is a woman, another woman in craft beer. So I'm just gonna have to like holla for that.
Yeah, I feel like more and more women are popping up. And,
Yeah.
becoming part of it.
It's awesome.
the craft
She
beer
does an
scene.
amazing job. Everything about Celestial is perfect. The art, and I know you guys were telling me a little bit about that beforehand. Everything about it, the marketing. I mean, all of it, the things that you do there, the crafts, and all of that is just amazing. So thank you.
It was very cool to marry those two concepts together. Just great beer and really fun art and really fun atmosphere
Yeah,
to be
trying to
in.
make a good balance. So it's not just another brewery in an old random building. So
Yeah.
actually, it's a cool space. So yeah, we try to find a good balance there. And yeah, Molly definitely crushed it with that. So
Oh yeah, she did. She keeps on crushing it.
Oh, yes. Well, I want more of those pictures now because I haven't been able to get away. I haven't been able to come down and see that. And last time you guys were on, we talked about the big mural on the back wall.
Yeah.
We talked
Yeah.
about everything going on.
And that's
Yeah.
all that had been done. Maybe like a third of that mural at that point.
yeah, we hadn't
Yeah.
actually started construction then. Yeah, we were talking about that today. That was my last day at Malai. So the day we came, the last I guess interview or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. A lot of
Yeah.
we were very
a lot has
naive.
happened since
Yeah,
that
we,
day.
I remember we were talking. We were like, I think at that interview, we were like, "Oh, we'll be open in June." And we opened like in October.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
It's
So-
just like month after
yeah.
month.
Oh, it'll
of
take a
like-
couple months to open a
yeah.
brewery. Shouldn't be a big deal.
Oh, yeah. Super easy.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've been like
We learned a lot.
waiting with bated breath ever since I saw like the first, like his shirt. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this amazing brewery that's about to come out? And it's beautiful. But I'm excited to go visit
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
So this is a beautiful coffee stout.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so
I
you guys
love
are
it.
drinking. It's called Ad Reinhardt. So
It's
Ad
delicious.
Reinhardt. Molly can explain more, but he's an artist.
Yeah, so he was an abstract expressionist, but he was known for painting, like, most well known for painting his black paintings. But he was, like, big in creating
Like
these
some-
paintings that you would, like, just if you walk by them, they look black, they look dark, and you just might, like, pass by and not notice anything. But then if you keep staring at it, you kind of, like, get rewarded and notice certain, like,
Oh wow.
lines of color and blocks of color behind. And so I just thought it was a very cool name for this because if you
perfect.
sort of sip on this imperial coffee stout, you kind of like figure out you're like tasting different things, like I don't know, feeling more in your mouth, and
Yeah.
just if you like take a sip and
Absolutely.
like on to the next beer. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Very
really good.
appropriate.
Yeah, so it's a
but-
good. It's good. Like definitely. We used a local coffee roaster out of Richardson called Island. Very cool.
good.
If you're ever over there, there's actually a brewery right next to them called Four Bullets. And yeah, they're. But anyways, we use some of their coffee. It's called a Sumatra blend, and really cool. Like very balanced. Like
It is.
and yeah, it was just nice. Like they literally roasted more beans because they didn't have enough for us. So we had like
Yeah.
they probably roasted the day we put them in the beer. So day after. So
Right
very
on.
cool, very cool
Oh.
experience to kind of play around
We
with.
gotta give more beer out there.
Yeah.
And get more beer in here. So
Yeah, yeah. But no, we really like coffee and we obviously like beer, but I like to kind of blend the two.
Marry them all. Right on. Oh, I'm
We
going to
have
sip on this.
Someone's beckoning for beer.
What?
Someone's
How many
saying to
beers
top,
do you need
top-
out there?
top-
My
no,
goodness.
He's saying to top Ben up.
Oh, really?
Oh, top
Because
you
they're gonna put
off.
it. They're
Yes,
gonna
our
put it. We're gonna
pleasure.
put it out there.
Yeah, good call.
So
Yeah.
we'll see.
You're
Need some
smart.
more
Okay,
beer.
I'm getting a little sprinkle. There we go.
Okay.
I'm loving these tiny
I know
mugs.
they're so cute.
This is the greatest ever.
Yeah, it's
I'm
fun.
excited
Ooh.
about trying this beautiful thing.
Yeah, finite
it is-
field.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm an IPA girl. I also have my stouts, but I am an IPA girl for sure.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Fun.
Oh, here. Passing.
Oh.
Passing
Finite field
beers.
is one
There's
of
just
the
beer coming
New
and
England
going.
style IPAs.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Yeah. What's that one?
You sure?
It's enough.
We're
for
having
me.
a-
This is the same
it's just
style.
a drizzle.
This is
Yeah.
the Ad Reinhardt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well, no, I just chugged that. No, share
should
that
try
with
Finite
somebody.
Field.
Share that with the world.
We're gonna try finite.
All right,
Field.
All right,
try
let's do
finite
this.
field.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Yeah, finite
No.
field is like an algebra term.
I-
If I remember correctly, it's like
Nice.
No, I do want
Kind
to.
of nerdy.
For folks that may not have watched the last show, let's talk about the background of or the theme of the brewery.
yeah. So the theme, we wanted to have a theme from like day one, but we ended up going with a kind of spacey science theme.
Yeah. Like kind of nerdy math, science, space.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Oh, girl.
I wore this on purpose for them because I had
Nice.
to wear my Star Wars shirt because I don't have a Celestial shirt yet, so I have to wear my Star Wars shirt. I was like, what am
like
I
it.
gonna wear?
Next up.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
But it's a
So
very
it's-
cool theme to play with. There's so much you can do with naming beer, so much you can do with events, with the art, with can design. I mean, literally
You
an
name it.
infinite
Yeah.
amount of
Yeah.
So
it's not
very
finite.
It's not a
It's
finite
infinite.
field.
This one's finite.
Oh,
This one's all. You can only do so much with this beer.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
It's done.
But
You can't change it now.
No.
It's permanent.
but
It's
the whole
finite.
world, come on.
it's really good.
Well, yeah, I know. So this one is, I think it's one of the like 5th or 6th beers we brewed, but it's, yeah,
I like
the
it.
New England style.
Yep.
So for those who don't know what New
It's
England style
hoppy.
is more mellow on the bitterness, a little bit juicier, dry hopped very heavily.
You taste the hops, but not the bitterness from the
Yeah.
hops. Like
You
the
taste-
fruitiness.
yeah, you
There's
There's
smell
like
the
a
hops,
fruity
taste the hops.
herby,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's delicious.
So this one I think is Vic's Secret, which is an Australian
Yeah.
hop, and Mosaic. So it's a cool blend of like two really cool, very some of our favorite hops. So
yeah, it's delicious.
Mhm.
The one that we tried outside was really complex too. What was it again?
electromagnetism.
Okay.
I believe.
See,
So
that
see,
one
there's like
was-
just some concepts that aren't necessarily spacey, but are like physics or
yeah,
like things like
mathematics
that.
and
Yeah, so
science
we kind
and
of
stuff like that.
use a little bit of all those.
That
but
one was really good. It was complex and
Yeah.
clean, and then fruity at the end. It was great.
yeah,
It
so
was
we're,
great.
we're kind of
Your
playing around with
IPAs
some
are
of
on
those.
point.
Oh, thank you.
No,
Yeah, we're playing around with some of those. We got a few more. We rebrewed electromagnetism a couple weeks ago. It's actually pretty much ready to keg. So we're carbonating it today, but
yeah.
trying to get a few more beers out to the market. Working on, just dialing in recipes and figuring stuff out. So learned a lot after our first few brews. So
And
Good.
playing
definitely
with,
going
Yep.
on a larger scale than I used to work with. So yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, you're in a whole new world coming into your own place now, right?
whole new
Definitely.
universe.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well played. Nice.
I'm sorry. It's so easy. You're right. You can just like put it in everywhere. Oh.
God, and this is so much fun. I mean, coming off of, do we want to talk about the other place?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The other
Think-
place.
the other place.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
What
I
other
used to
place?
brew.
Is it the other space?
Oh, Malay?
No, I used to
that
brew
what
for
it
Malai Kitchen for
No.
like 2.5 years, and it was a good place to experiment, try, make some mistakes, figure out what works, what doesn't work,
And they were so incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
just brewing there in general, I
Yep,
think
yep,
It's
yeah.
like-
So
it was very rewarding. And,
I was about to say, like, a supportive environment,
Yes.
right?
yeah, very
Where you
supportive.
can find
Yeah.
what is your style or what are some of the things you want to play with.
what sells,
or-
what doesn't, and
Right on.
also and like dialing in refining recipes, making beers more consistent and stuff like that. So it was like a good place to do it because we brewed beer like 3-4 days a week. So yeah, still talk to the
Intense.
owner. So we're on.
yeah, they're great.
Yeah, they're really good people.
And just
so.
good seeing or kind of figuring out what people want. And like you brew something, and if it has a really exciting, I don't know, acceptance from
Yeah. I mean, like
DFW, and they're
maybe like
okay,
there's a
we'll
beer
do
I thought
that.
was okay, but maybe it sold better than I thought. And it's like, oh, well, people must like that better. Make a note of that, those hops or those, that drain bill. So, yeah, it was a good place to definitely cut my teeth and figure out what how to make it work. So
Yeah.
now
Nice.
it's a different kind of pressure. You're
Right.
trying to figure out what what to do next and what how to stay innovative and it's cool. But it's been a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
we've only made
Stressful,
like
but
12 beers, so we
Amazing
still
at
got
the
a ways
same
to go.
time.
Yeah. So
So
But go ahead. No, you go right ahead.
there was a discussion actually today, and I want to kind of get your opinion on it. I was talking in a group on Instagram and like social media, and someone was like, I did questions, and they're like, what's your least favorite or most overrated beer that you think of? I said Brute IPA. Have you guys experienced I think it tastes soulless because I think it tastes like a Coke Zero.
Yeah.
Have you tried Turning Point's one? And
No.
The Steam Theory one was really good.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
So
it was very good.
Yeah?
I feel like everyone that I have tried, and that's why I'm scared to try it. I'm like, I don't want a Brute IPA
They're
because
just-
they
Okay.
taste like they're empty.
They're
and
different.
soulless.
Brute IPA.
Super
I
dry.
feel like if somebody said, "Hey, I want to make an IPA, but I don't want to make it flavorful."
Yeah, okay. No, it's like a Coke Zero. Like,
It's
here's
like
a
water.
Coke Zero, but there's no soul in the can.
Here's disappointment. You ready?
In a can.
Yeah.
Thank you. You agree with me. Okay. I'm
so
like,
I think-
Essie
crazy
to
person.
say.
it's gonna-
but
You're kind of on that
No,
vein, too,
I
but-
haven't made one. I've never made one. We might, but all I know is like I'm personally am not super crazy about them. Like I've never
Yeah.
had one that was like, literally besides Turning Points. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it?
Theirs was like a great interpretation of it, but other ones I've had have been.
Interpretation. I feel like there's had a
Yeah.
little more flavor.
Like
than
but
that
I like-
typical-
but they-
IPA.
Yeah,
like
you
they're
focused on a word,
turning- yeah.
interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're all.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like everyone I've had has been different than the other one I tried. So there's
It's
no
not a real
no consistency. Like
style.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
it's
Interesting.
cool. It's a cool idea. I don't know if it's gonna like be the next like fad or like the next like beer that like sticks around. So I don't know. It's cool that like guys are experimenting, trying things out because
It's fun.
it's interesting to make a beer that's like that dry because it's literally like so dry, but it just doesn't have like it's hard to make a beer that has a lot of body and things like that. So
It's empty. See,
Okay.
yeah.
How about this? How about this?
Soulless.
Can we make a stand right now?
no more Brute IPAs.
No, we're gonna make a Brute IPA.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Oh,
be,
like
it's gonna be like distiller's yeast
right?
IPA. It's gonna be
Pretty
so
funny, actually.
boozy and
With, like, a
gooey.
muscle thing
Oh,
on
it's
the-
gonna be a double IPA essentially.
Yeah.
Maybe
Triple. Quad.
Yeah.
Boom.
Is that a
Like,
thing?
Can we just
Quadruple
Are
dry
there
hop.
quadruple-
can we just
It
make
might
a
kill you.
bunch of barley
But-
wines?
yeah,
Let's
a
just
bunch
make
of
a bunch
real
of barley
brute-
wines
Yeah.
and call it like
That's true.
the Brute
Yes.
IPA.
I think this is a great idea. Just like it's full of brute. I like it. And
No,
eyebrow
there's-
sweat, you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah. Throw a couple beard hairs in there and ferment off
Okay.
that. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Cheers, by the way.
Oh, cheers.
Yes.
Tiny cheers, guys.
know.
Cheers.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh.
come on, come on,
You
come on.
can't cheers without beer. So, cheers.
That's perfect.
Nice.
That's perfect.
Mm.
So tell us a little bit about you're from you went to school here in Denton.
I went to UNT.
Yeah,
Sure
that's
did.
awesome.
The sweet town.
I do that.
Yep.
I try to do that
I
every
spent a lot-
time
I
on the
spent-
show, and it never works.
Spent like
Oh.
almost a decade. Yeah,
Oh,
that's pretty good. Terrifying.
So
but
realistic.
good.
Terrible.
Yeah.
That's the point.
I think when I went to
Terrifying.
orientation, I was just like terrified
Yeah.
of all these people
Cawing
cawing.
in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
A little
consistency.
scary.
That's what happens when somebody's on field and they're playing us.
Yeah.
They want to be terrified.
Yeah, it
Or
When
we
you
want
start,
them
everyone
to
everyone
be
does
terrified.
starts
Yeah.
cawing, and then
Scary.
they don't know what
and
to
they
do.
sound like me, and you're
Yeah.
like, what?
But we
But
know.
it's definitely so fun to come back to Denton.
Yeah.
Like anytime we have an excuse, we're like, oh, we have to. Got a babysitter
Yeah.
for the kids.
It's fun.
and
Yeah, stay the
make a
night.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good time. But no, I spent almost a decade here, so I think 2006 to 2014. So got to experience Denton. It's definitely a different town.
And all
To
the-
its fullest.
Not that
Changes.
different than when I left. I left in 2014, but from 2011 when I graduated college until now, I feel like it's morphed into such a cool place, cooler
It's
place.
amazing.
It was always fun. I loved it, but yeah, I'd love coming back. And,
Yeah,
you know,
you'll move here someday.
The Bearded Monk opened
it.
right as I left, and I'm bummed.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
Well, you just have to come
know.
I
back.
tried.
I know.
I tried to
I
get
know.
there as quick as I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm
no,
sorry.
it's cool. It was Denton's got a good slice of my heart, so always will.
Yeah.
Nice. Well,
Ditto.
and are you having fun? Now you've got the brewery. So last time you were here, we were in discussion about it.
Yeah.
Now you have the brewery. Are you having fun with this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun for sure.
And it's funny, we kind of always talk about like we have no idea what we're doing because we have nothing to base it off of.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
yes, Malay, but like,
Yeah.
just we've been open. I think today is a month.
Today is pretty much a month.
So
yeah.
it's fun, but yeah, there are no like patterns yet. Nothing. We
Yeah.
never know like, oh,
We
today's
don't know.
gonna be busy.
We
Or
would've-
people
Yeah.
are gonna like, like
Yeah.
it's just very.
I would have never known that you didn't know what you were doing. So
Okay.
y'all are doing a really
Yeah.
good job.
I mean, he
faking
knows what he's
it.
doing. The
Faking
beer,
it.
like,
Fake
I mean,
until you
the
make
beer
it.
is incredible. Just
Yeah, you guys like I had no idea. That's awesome. So keep on faking it and making it. You guys are doing great.
We'll try. We'll try.
Yeah.
Take over the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got this. Or the universe. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I can't help it. I can't I'm sorry. Every
Galaxy.
time.
See that coming.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
But yeah, we've been. It's been fun. It's definitely been a different kind of like stress. I'd say, like not in a bad way. Like it's been like fun. Just like your brain thinks differently as like the business opens. I'm sure you've gone through it. You're like you expected one thing. You had a business plan. And things are just
it's-
totally different.
Oh, and it goes out
Our
the
business plan
window
was out the door like
immediately.
immediately. Really, we wrote it and was like, all right, forget about that. That's never gonna
Yeah.
work like that.
Throw it in the trash and then go
Might
about
as well
it.
burn it. Why did I waste so much time on it? But we've been dealing with that stuff and like it's
But
been
yeah. And it's so fun having people come in and like that didn't know about us, that heard of it from a friend or saw on social media or walked down the street and we're like, oh my gosh, and just like love the experience or love the beer, and it just feels so good for us.
Yeah.
We're like, oh my gosh, we did it. Like this is what we
That's
wanted.
awesome.
Yeah.
So it's been fun. It's been really fun. Like meeting a lot of people and like just like kind of like letting them experience like our vision of like the brewery and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's been-
Definitely small victories. It's
It's like a
working,
baby, like
yeah.
watching it grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. It's pretty wild. So, and then we're already just like, all right, what can we do? Like, how can we like make things better? Like, we definitely haven't like relaxed or like kicked back our feet. Like, okay, we figured it out. We're good to go. Like, we still got a lot
Oh,
to do.
no, that
Yeah.
comes at like
Yeah.
year 20.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So,
You'll be retired.
Yeah,
by
we're
then.
almost there.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, we definitely have some things in store. Just trying to taking it day by day. Like we've don't know like what beer we're gonna brew next some days. So yeah. There's
What
some-
exciting
But
things are
very-
in store?
So
Well,
I mean,
Ooh.
well, we have
Can
so
we-
yeah. So well, I guess the next thing is we'll start canning beer in December is our goal. So yeah. So we were able to there's a brewery with that basically got a new canning line. They had an old one just sitting in collecting dust. Yeah. So we are picking that up from them. So
And it's been cool being able to do crowlers, which are like the 32 ounce. But
These guys.
I think a lot of people, are like, well, I can't drink that all in one sitting. Or
Yeah.
So it's
It's really hard to
wonderful that we'll be able to
pour.
do the
yeah.
16
So we weren't
ounce or
expecting
12
to do it so
Yeah.
soon. That was something definitely was a surprise. Like we were just like, well, all right, well.
Yep.
It's kind of we were trying to figure out how to do mobile canning. So like there's people that
Yeah.
will come in and can your beer.
There's some good people
then-
around here
Yeah,
that do that.
yeah. There's some guys here, Austin. They'll come up and do it, or come to your brewery and do it. But we're not like huge, but we're not tiny. We're like in this like kind of gray area. So like we don't make enough beer to make it like worth. Like
Well, you're gonna
While
be
and,
huge
like-
though.
Well,
I
well,
mean,
but you can't make
Give
it
us
worth
one
it.
more
while-
month.
yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be amazing. I don't
So-
think I wish I could explain like how good your beer is right off the bat, because it's kind of hard to do that and just like get to that point.
Very sweet.
And you guys have done it. Like Tubbs is amazing, and like their DDH like blew me away.
So good.
But like for a while there, I was like, oh yeah, Tubbs. Yeah, I like Tubbs.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but then like all of a sudden, I'm like, I love Tubbs.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
y'all are like, I love Celestial Brewing,
Very
and
sweet.
you guys
Like
just
right
opened.
out of the gate.
Like right out. Like
Yeah.
you guys don't have any problems. I mean, it's right there.
Well,
Your
yeah,
beer
no,
is
I'm just
here.
kidding.
That's
No,
where
I
the
know.
light came in handy too.
Yeah, I
I mean,
know.
you're always incredible.
Yeah. Well,
But still, like we had that. Like, yeah, like
Get to
time
know,
to
but
practice.
no, it's definitely
Come on
like
now.
we definitely figured out like the basics as far as like, we're not getting too complicated with our stuff. But yeah, we weren't expecting to go and like, all right, we'll start canning like very soon. So that's going to be a whole other challenge, the canning lines are,
Oh,
are
So
another
worth it,
whole new
complicated
world, right?
machinery, but if we can get that figured out pretty quickly, that'll be fun to
I know.
You got this.
yeah, it'd be
Aim
fun to
big.
get more beer out there. Yeah,
Aim to the stars.
Exactly, yeah, stars.
I'm like literally the
Oh,
I am my father's daughter. I'm so corny.
Can
I
we make
love
like a whole
cornball,
episode of
like-
just star puns?
Right?
Oh, yes.
I think
We were
so.
talking about last
This
time. I
is
think
the
we talked
episode.
about the eclipse, the next eclipse. Have like a big eclipse party.
And you should have
You
an
know.
Eclipse beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Oh,
That'd be
wait,
amazing.
what was that day?
Neon glasses.
Because
I think we talked about having
that was
some
like
neon
the week
Yes.
after we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
or before or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So next one, like in what, like 50 years or something?
Yeah,
I
something
don't
like
know.
that.
No,
They're
it's
all
like the
different.
next
No, it's
like
like
Oh,
two-
it's on Texas, right?
No, this
Yeah.
one's soon.
and it's going to be total
Total eclipse
totality.
of my heart.
Totality.
Yeah.
Oh. Well played, man.
I can't. I'm on fire tonight. I don't know what's
The name
going
of
on.
the name of the beer, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That was me. Everybody saw it. It was
Yeah.
me, this bearded lady.
Hart owes
Recorded.
so much money to Jen right now. Yes. Okay,
That was
how
awesome.
much we could do a fundraiser to bring Hart to Texas, and they've got to play Celestial during the total eclipse.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds fantastic.
Can
and
this
then
be
we
a
have
new
to make the
campaign?
beer
Giant
total
leap.
eclipse.
Ho!
It
Well
is.
played.
Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
Hart will be there, and Neil Armstrong.
Yep. He'll be there.
Is he still alive?
How old is he? I was about to say, I'm like, is he alive or did he die?
Like-
I don't know.
Neil,
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Neil,
Are
if
you-
you're
are you-
watching
are you-
are
right
you still
now,
here?
Or if you're
please report back to us.
Scary.
Report.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Houston.
Oh, Major Tom, are you out there? And we're wearing the headsets. Come
Yeah.
on. Man, now I feel
All right.
really bad. If Neil Armstrong is watching and you're alive,
We're like, are
he's
you
probably
wa-
watching.
I
I
am-
guarantee he's watching.
He's watching
Man,
Little
I'm
sorry,
Neil.
Neil.
Radio.
really sorry.
We need to tag him in the post. So
But-
we can, like,
it's
find
happening
it.
right now. Okay, but could that be an awesome event? Like,
Yes.
let's have some astronauts at the brewery.
That
That'd be
would
so
be-
cool.
Have
Something
Hart
else.
play Total
Yes.
Eclipse of the Heart.
Yes.
Yeah,
This is gonna be
this-
great.
All
gonna
right,
be
this
great.
could be an
This is the
epic
plan.
party
We got to figure it
for
out.
Get Mad Dog on it.
the
Yeah.
Total Eclipse. All right. Wait, what are we? What did you pour?
Yeah, like what did we?
Yeah.
Sorry.
'cause this is
Sorry.
out, so-
Sorry, I
yeah.
didn't realize you guys
Yeah,
weren't
simple.
didn't have any beer. This one
We're
is
slacking.
this is like
I
our
know,
this is
we're
our
catching up.
session beer, our version of a session beer.
Ooh.
So it's like
version
our
of-
least dry
What's your
hopped.
version
Yeah.
of Ascension beer?
So
What is
this-
actually the
this-
ABV?
it's 5%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Um,
Cheers.
Cheers.
but yeah,
They're
basically
called
Yes.
Simple Machine.
basically it's just
Oh.
it's just
Cheers.
I'm sorry, I already drank some, guys.
I
Yeah.
did too.
Sorry.
We drink it on the. This is what we do. I don't know if everybody does that. Does the whole nation do that?
I don't know, guys. Do you cheers and then?
Answer in
Clink.
comments if you guys all do this.
There you go. There you go.
Like, we
But-
don't even know.
but no, this is our version of a session beer. So it's
It's really good.
like a pale malt, wheat malt, and then a little bit of like flaked malt, and then pretty much we use a yeast that's more like known for like I'd say like IPAs, juicy IPAs. But
Really?
it works out pretty well for
Really
this
good.
beer.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Dude,
really
it's
dry,
solid.
Flavor, but
Yeah.
so.
super dry.
Nice.
Ferments like this beer is really dry, and we dry hop it a little bit, and it's just I think a pretty balanced beer. Like for people that aren't into like hoppy stuff or things like that, it's like it's a good like I don't know, getting people with the gateway beer in a way.
Yeah.
So
And when you're drinking like IPAs and stouts all day, you always need like a
yeah.
clean cut.
Yeah.
Like
Nice, easy
Yeah.
drinking.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
so
is.
we wanted something
but
like
there's a
that.
depth to it. I didn't realize that was the yeast, but there is definitely like a deeper tone to the
Yeah,
beer.
yeah, it's definitely got like a balance, and like it's not too. There's no like one facet of the beer that's like overwhelming and things like that. So something that you can just kind of sip on, or if for us, it's like people come into the tap room like, hey, we want something light, something that's an easy drinker, or people that maybe just don't like IPAs
Pilsners or
whatever.
Kolsch's
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff
just
like
like,
that.
all right, well, we just kind of recommend this. So
Yeah.
it's been a good filling the void there.
But it's also fun. I feel like, I'm sure you too, whenever we're behind the bar and people are like, oh, I don't like IPAs. You have so many IPAs. And we're like, but you might like this kind of IPA. 'Cause
Right.
it's not like in your face so bitter.
Yeah,
like
it's not even really an
yeah.
IPA, but but it's like it would be
Well,
like
no, not Simple Machine, but just the other, yeah.
Oh, it's
IPAs.
fun to-
like,
it is
yeah,
fun to
we're
play
just
with
like,
people.
You think you don't like IPAs,
Yes.
but you do.
But you do.
haven't tried
Every
this, yeah.
so like that's one thing about side note. That's one thing about girls. I'm like they're like I don't like IPAs. It's like it's because you haven't had the right one.
Yeah.
And once you introduce like the gateway IPA, and I found as soon as like they're sipping and you're like think of flowers and fruits. and you have to say it as they're doing
Yes,
this.
yeah.
And once they do that, they're like, what? And I'm like, mango, right?
Yeah.
Pineapples.
Yeah.
And they were like, mind is blown. And it's like same sip or the same
Yeah.
drink, same night, 2 different sips and like telling them different
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
So try that with the
Yeah.
next like
Yeah,
girl
very-
that doesn't
yes.
like an IPA, and they'll be. You just have to say it because you have to register your mind to smell that.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
really,
Right on.
Yeah, 'cause
Cool.
it may be like not that familiar. I definitely understand that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think like the new wave of IPAs are like for people that hate IPAs.
right.
In a way, like
Yeah.
they're like,
Not the brew.
and if you
'cause
like
it's so-
them,
I'm just
if you like them, you'll appreciate them. But if you don't like them, you might like them. You know, you don't
Yeah.
like IPAs, you might like these. So
Well, and that's one of my big things coming into IPAs in the early season.
Bye, everybody.
is, Bye, guys. I love you.
Thanks for the support.
I was not a big fan of that super aggressive hop, but then you start getting to it's not bitter. It's a little fruity.
Yeah.
It's a little bit grassy.
Yeah.
These are wonderful.
they're subtle. Like I think like this beer that's subtle. Like it's got like
Oh,
some things.
no.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like
Did you just
I'm sorry.
put beer in your mouth?
I was trying to talk in the middle of it. But you're exactly right. Yeah.
yeah, subtle. It's got some nuances to it, but it's just at the end of the day, you don't have to like think about it. You
Yeah.
can just drink it. But if you want to think about it, I'll tell you
You
about
might
it.
discover
Yeah.
more.
Just
Yeah.
kidding. Yeah.
If you really want to think about it.
So I was in Portland, and this is the perfect beer to like make this example. We were traveling around. I mean, like we went to Modern Times and all of that, and we had like juice bombs, blah blah
Yeah,
blah,
they threw in Modern
stouts, like
Times.
coffee. It's great. It's great. But it was like haze all day. Haze all day means like super hazy IPAs for anybody that doesn't know what haze is. But
Haze what now?
hazy IPAs. And we went to one place and they had a Kolsch, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get that Kolsch because I need to cut it. And this is a perfect beer if you're around Dallas. Get up to Celestial,
Yeah.
cut it, and then try their IPAs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give it a shot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Right here.
All
yeah.
right.
Get around.
So what do you think? Do
yeah.
some more drinking?
I think we should do some more drinking.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this.
Where are we gonna do the drinking at?
Whoa! Back at the Bearded Monk.
Oh,
I think we need
Come
smaller
on.
cups though.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
this is a little heavy.
of course. This is too much.
this
size.
is too much.
I'm kind of liking these tiny mugs
This is
though.
Jennifer
We can bring
size,
'em over
by the
with
way.
us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk around with this for years.
That's what you
Yes.
should walk, because you can do this in Denver. You can walk over here with a beer, and you can just like,
Oh yeah.
hello everybody, come listen to Denver radio.
A little drinking.
Pinkies up, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pinkies
guys, come on. Pinkies up. All right.
Empty.
Oh, I know. Me too. All right. Let's go do some
Cheers,
more
darling.
drinking.
Bearded Monk refill.
Oh, man. You guys sell.
You don't have any
Hey,
beer.
empty cleanse.
You're not supposed to do that. That's bad
Hey,
luck.
it's happening.
Oh my god.
It just happened.
No.
It just happened.
No.
Oh, for the maple leaf.
Yeah, oh,
the
yeah,
tornado comes
by the way,
back,
before we
Oh, no. Oh, gosh. If the tornado comes back, we're in
before
so
we
much
go, I
trouble.
found this beautiful maple leaf on the floor, on the ground in Denton, and it's beautiful. I don't know if it's maple or not, but it's just such a pretty
It
leaf.
seems like
And
maple
so,
leaf.
thank you, Denton, for giving this to me tonight.
Denton's so beautiful.
It's so, you know,
Right?
Denton. Hashtag I love Denton.
Nice. Nice. And, guys, thank you for joining us tonight for another episode of Free Beer Friday.
Yes.
Oh, it was
These
so
amazing
wonderful.
people.
Yes.
Thank you guys for
Appreciate
joining
you.
us.
Thank you.
Appreciate you
We're
too.
to come-
so much.
Aw, no,
Come
you
check
don't.
out our brewery. Come
Yes,
check out
please.
Bearded Monk.
Oh, heck
Medical
yes.
District,
All of the
Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Be there. You can take the Dart. We're right by the Dart
Yeah.
line.
You can take the pickle, and then you can get yeah, it's
And
perfect.
just hop the line down
Yep.
from
Yes.
Denton. It is so easy. It is
so
so
easy.
very easy.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We'll be there.
And we're going to do some more drinking
Yeah.
right now. Well, although I think we got to clear out of here. We're going to
Yeah.
back to the Bearded
It's,
Monk.
it's late.
Yeah.
I can't
All
believe
right.
it's that
Let's
late.
go back to the Bearded Monk. Let's go
Yeah.
drink.
Let's party.
Cheers.
Guys.
Party on, Garth.
We'll see you
Sorry.
next week. Enjoy the
Cheers.
week. Enjoy the festivities. Bye.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at ClassicofDenton.com.